I'm Shirakawa from Ohe Transport. It's a pleasure to be here.
The pleasure is mine. So I heard something from you, Shirakawa-san.
Yes?
After seeing your video about your feelings for your staff, you've been getting messages from former employees, right?
To be honest, since starting this channel showing how horses are actually transported, well, due to rights issues, it's hard to show. So I haven't really shown how tough and dangerous this world is. I'm not sure why people get this impression, but they say things like, the president seems nice, or the company looks fun, because I haven't shown the harsh side.
I see, okay.
Maybe that's why, but we've been seeing an increase in applicants like that. I've said things like, I want everyone to be happy. And since I used the word everyone, I do feel that way about all of them, but I might be giving our clients the wrong idea too, but it makes us look like a total pushover company.
Let me think.
And applicants think, this company seems easygoing, or rather, it looks fun. Fun is fine, but I feel like they're applying for the wrong kind of fun.
Well, with the recent horse boom and the horse racing boom, if you only see them at the track, you just have this cute, positive image.
Exactly. And many people haven't even been to a racetrack. If they'd at least experienced the sound of the hooves and the intensity at the track, it might be better.
Right.
But they've only seen them on TV. Or they've only seen them in games. They don't understand the danger at all. They just come in thinking they're cute or cool.
Yeah. It's actually quite scary when they're right in front of you.
I think I've been trying to convey that this is a life-threatening job, but, well, it's true. I think any business owner would say the same, but when employees quit, it really takes an emotional toll on you. That's how much I care about my staff, and yet, I truly want everyone to succeed. That's my sincere wish.
Yes.
But this is also my sincere feeling for those who do nothing, who don't do their jobs properly, and have no desire to even learn how to do the job. For people like that, I won't say it's okay for them to stay. I believe those who do their part and achieve results are the ones who should be rewarded with higher pay.
Alright, I see what you mean now. Let me think about that for a moment.
There should be a distinction. If someone isn't contributing to the team, yet others feel they're earning more than they deserve, well, I think that's harmful. In that case, it's better to give that portion to those who can actually do the work. Or rather, those who are actually doing it.
That is right.
I don't know if it's just the way I've been speaking in previous videos, but, well, even before I started making videos like this job really leaves you with no time to meet people from other worlds, and no private time either. None of them realize it, but from the perspective of the veterans, they're probably thinking, what's this young punk talking about? But their worldview is just so narrow. Yeah, so they say, I'm working hard or I'm great at my job, but that's only within this company, right? It's just driving horse trailers, right? Does that even translate elsewhere? Sure, they're doing something impressive. I truly respect them for it. And they have skills and techniques that are absolutely essential to this company. But really, when it comes to being a professional or a member of society, you know, if you want a higher salary, is that level really enough? There are a lot of people like that. The ones who say, I'm working hard, or give me a raise because I'm trying, are usually the ones
Yeah, sure.
who, from an outside perspective, are just all talk. Like, are you actually accomplishing anything?
Right. I think that happens a lot in other industries too.
Yeah, you're right. No matter where you look, whether they're young or old, people who say, I'm working hard, often aren't actually getting anything done.
Right.
Showing off how hard you're working is for elementary schoolers.
Yeah. I think it's fine if others say, that guy's working hard, but you have to show your own hard work through your actions.
Exactly. On the flip side, if you say you're working hard and others think at this level, that's actually more embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
No, exactly. Everyone is working hard. That's just how it is.
That's true.
It's just a matter of whether you say it or not. Some people think it's actually embarrassing to talk about it.
People around you are watching, after all. They might not say anything, but they'll notice if you're working hard.
Right. They'll think they're really working hard. And even for those who don't show it, if they're getting results, people will think this person must be putting in the effort somewhere.
Wasn't that supposed to be reflected in the current performance evaluations?
Yes, gradually. We need to, well, keep brushing it up further.
Both self-evaluations and evaluations by others. Yeah, they're in every industry, but I wonder why that happens with people like that.
I wonder why. Generally, well, I suppose everyone thinks they're working hard, but Can't they realize that everyone else is working hard too?
Oh, I see.
The more they're like that, the more they think they're the hardest worker. Even though I'm the hardest worker in this company, I'm just not being recognized. That's usually what they think.
Yeah, like my salary isn't going up.
Or rather than just thinking it, people like that tend to say it out loud. Well, we got a bit off track there, but I really want everyone to grow, and I truly feel it's my job to support them and help them grow. By helping them grow, I want them to have confidence and pride in their work, and their salaries will also increase. The company will make various improvements, and the work environment will get better. They'll have more free time to spend with their families. They'll have more free time to devote to their hobbies. It's really all about hoping everyone can be happy, you know what I mean? But if there's someone in the mix who's causing harm, they become an obstacle to achieving that goal.
Right, yeah.
So I don't necessarily want everyone to stay. It's sad when people leave, or when we have to ask someone to resign. It's sad, and I suppose that's due to my own shortcomings.
I see, okay.
I do feel responsible for it. It's on me because I'm the one who hired them. But I can't keep someone around who's harmful if I can't help them grow myself.
That's one way of taking responsibility, isn't it?
That's right.
For those who are considering applying to ohe.horseline, what sort of mindset or attitude do you think they should ideally have when they start this process?
Well, I'd say someone with a desire to grow. There's no doubt that this is a dangerous job. I don't want people joining with a naive attitude, especially for driving positions.
There's the driving, and then there's handling the horses.
The danger of being kicked by a horse or other risks of working with them. Then there's the driving, and often with two people in the vehicle. The possibility of taking a passenger's life. The possibility of losing your own life in an accident caused by a passenger. Even if it's not your fault, the risk of death or serious injury from being caught in an accident.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, definitely. Certainly, for sure.
That's just the nature of being a driver.
Right.
I'd like people to apply with at least some expectation of those realities. Regardless of the industry you're in, if you say, I'll do whatever I'm told, no matter where I go, I don't really care what it is. I'll absolutely do anything the company asks of me. I think those kinds of people will do just fine. But for those who think, I bet it'll be like this at this company, I don't want them coming in with a naive outlook.
If they start saying things like, this isn't what I was told, it might be tough for them.
Exactly. If they feel it's different from what they expected, well, it's only natural that there's a gap between expectations and reality.
Yeah, I think it's quite different.
What you see from the outside and what you experience inside are always different.
Even outside of ohe.horseline, I think horse transport is completely different.
That's really true for any field in general.
Well, yes,
Especially since horse transport isn't well known to the public.
that's true.
It's hard to even imagine it, right? New hires have their own ideas, but ultimately, during those first 1 to 3 years as an assistant, a senior driver might say, it's dangerous, so you don't need to come. I'll handle it myself.
Oh, well,
There are people who do that, you know.
I see.
But I want the younger staff to feel a sense of responsibility for that too. I want them to understand that because they're not at that level yet and are still useless. They're making this one person risk their life. On the flip side, I want them to get to the point where they can say, I'll do it myself rather than making a veteran do this. Like, you're getting older and it's dangerous, so
Right then,
don't worry. Just leave it to me, at all.
people who can say that are strong.
That's true. Those are the kind of people who really grow. Well, it's the same for us, but every industry is desperately short-staffed. Yeah, they just want anyone to join. They're forced to hire, and they're pushed into a situation where they have to make them work on site. But, you know, that really becomes a burden for the people who are actually doing their jobs properly. People who don't or can't grow don't even realize they're being seen as a burden.
Right, okay.
They just keep being a burden to the capable ones.
Yeah, well, exactly.
It shouldn't be that way. And if you make the environment too much like that, the people who are truly competent might start quitting. Even if you find yourself really short-handed, you definitely shouldn't try to overdo it. Physically speaking, you know, we all have to handle a certain number of horse transports. I'm sure there's the pressure not to stop the transports, but that's where the skill of myself and the executives comes in. In the medium to long term, if we just hire anyone to increase numbers, I think it'll come back to bite us eventually. I'm always saying, I want people all over the place. So there are actually many people who try to refer others to me.
Yes, of course.
But since this industry isn't well understood, they'll say, someone wants to quit their job. Why don't they just drive a horse trailer? What do you think?
That's actually pretty light, quite a bit.
Really? Well, it's basically the same for applicants, but also for all of our current employees as well. Because I truly value each and every one of them. That's exactly why. There's no need to think you're doing it for the company or the president. I don't think I've ever said that. I want you to work for the sake of your own life. That ultimately leads to the company's growth, doesn't it? It's fine. Don't worry about others. Well, others. I don't need those kinds of formalities. There are some people who say it sincerely, and I'm truly grateful, but you don't have to say it where others can hear. People will think you're a devotee. It'll actually make other employees wary of you. My family is important, or I want to be valued at this company. I don't know how to get evaluated, so boss, what should I do? That's perfectly fine. It's fine to just think, how can I be evaluated? Or how can I grow?
Yeah.
If that leads to a good evaluation and your reputation and skills and techniques all improve, then that's a great thing. Honestly, for those who can't do that, no matter how much I care about them or value them as a company, there are some people we just can't keep on. So I want people to understand that even if they stay, there will definitely be a difference in income. Since evaluations differ, it's a matter of whether you can accept that or not.
It really comes down to whether you can accept that.
That's right.
Generally speaking, I think many people would find it hard to accept if someone younger who joined after them was earning more.
True, but it happens all the time. There are people who have already long surpassed the senior veterans.
Oh, is that so, really?
I've already informed the company that we'll be disclosing annual incomes, internally, including mine. Everyone's?
Well, maybe not everyone.
As it seems there might be some legal issues with that.
So, within legal limits for the whole company? Wow, that's impressive.
If people think you're getting paid too much, they can either work harder, get results, or ask for a pay cut.
So the intent is for them to understand their own position and standing.
Exactly. If they think, wow, this guy's making this much, even though he joined 20 years after me, he's above me? Well, he is doing a good job. I'm not doing that, so that's why I'm not evaluated as well. And then they decide to improve, then that's fine.
I see. It's quite nerve-wracking wondering what kind of reaction there will be.
But really, if anyone has complaints, I wish they'd just tell me directly. I don't want them bickering among themselves like, why are you ranked higher than me? I'm the president and the one doing the evaluating, so they should come to me. Doing it behind people's backs is exactly why they aren't valued. Backstabbing.
Right, yeah, that is.
People who do that in secret aren't valued because they're causing harm to others. They're causing harm in all sorts of ways.
So, potential applicants should keep all of that in mind when considering us.
Yes, so I want people who are motivated to grow, or who feel they can earn well here and have the confidence to succeed and master the job to join us.
They're very welcome.
Yes, thank you.
I agree.
It would truly be ideal if every single driver was someone that customers could always feel completely safe and entirely at ease with, no matter the situation.
That's true. A group of true professionals.
I'm not sure if I've gotten my point across, but I really want people to understand that caring is different from being soft or harsh. With so many videos now, I'm not even sure what's drawing applicants in anymore.
Right. Well, you'll just have to ask the people who apply.
That's right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Ohe is currently hiring drivers. Please check out our recruitment and corporate websites in the description. And if you're interested, we'd love for you to apply.